Good afternoon, reading room. We are here in the classroom live with a new book. So I did pick this one out a while ago for us to read sometime, and I wasn't sure about it. And I thought, well, it will likely have a pretty good meaning for a lot of people. And so I have a sister. My sister is deaf. And I would imagine that there's a lot of people, I said in the last classroom, in our spiritual connection classroom, where where you have a sibling, a brother or sister who doesn't live up to your expectations of what you would hope, or maybe what other people have for brothers or sisters. We were close, but I'm quite certain that all of us, I had three sisters, all fell short of one another's expectations for sure. For sure. And so I figured, let's see what happens when you have a sister that falls short of what you probably hoped for in a little sister. I have a sister. My sister is deaf. To Julie Ann, to those I love. That's what it says right here. This is Library of Congress. By Jeanne, Whitehouse, Peterson. So you can't see that. There we go. I have a sister. My sister is deaf. She is special. There are not many sisters like mine. Probably going to have to move over so that you can see it, right? All right, no problemo. All right, there we go. We want to see the pictures by Deborah Ray. My sister can play the piano. She likes to feel the deep rumbling chords, but she will never be able to sing. Cannot hear the tune. So isn't that interesting? She can play the piano, but she can't ever sing because you have to hear the tune with your ears. Wow. That's exceptional. My sister can dance with a partner or march in a line. Most kids can. She likes to leap, to tumble, to roll, to climb to the top of the monkey bars. She watches me as we climb. I watch her too. She cannot hear me shout, "Look out!" but she can see me swinging her way. She laughs and swings backward, trying to catch my legs. I have a sister who likes to go with me out to the grassy lot behind our house. Today we are stalking deer. I turn to speak to her. I use no voice, just my fingers and my lips. She understands and walks behind me, stepping where I step. I am the one who listens for small sounds. She is the one who watches for quick movements in the grass. So she's giving her a signal there. Or she's picking her nose, I'm not sure. Sorry, Deborah. When my sister was very small, when I went to school and she did not, my sister learned to say some words. Each day she sat on the floor with our mother, playing with some toys we kept in an old shoebox. It's a ball, our mother would say. It's a dog. It's a book. When I came home, I also sat on the floor. My sister put her hands into the box. She smiled and said, "Ball." Ball, it sounded to me. It's a ball, I repeated, just like our mother did. My sister nodded and smiled. Ball, she said once more. Again, it sounded like ball to me. Now my sister has started going to school, although our mother still helps her speak and lip read at home. The teacher and children do not understand every word she says, like sister or water or thumb. Today, the children in her room told me, "Your sister said blue." Well, I heard her say that a long time ago, but they have not lived with my sister for 5 years the way I have. I understand my sister. My sister understands what I say too, especially if I speak slowly and move my hands a lot. But it is not only my lips and fingers that my sister watches. I wore my sunglasses yesterday. The frames are very large. The lenses are very black. My sister made me take them off when I spoke. What do my brown eyes say to her brown eyes? That I would really rather play ball than play house? That I just heard our mother call, but I do not want to go in yet? Yes, I have a sister who can understand what I say, but not always. Last night I asked, "Where are my pajamas?" She went into the kitchen and brought out a bunch of bananas from the fruit bowl on the table. My friends ask me about my little sister. They ask, "Does it hurt to be deaf?" No, I say, her ears don't hurt, but her feelings do when people do not understand. My sister cannot always tell me with words what she feels. Sometimes she cannot even show me with her hands. But when she is angry or happy or sad, my sister can say more with her face and her shoulders than anyone else I know. I don't know if I showed you the last picture with the sunglasses. I didn't. I tell my friends I have a sister who knows when a dog is barking near her and who says she does not like the feel of that sound. She knows when our cat is purring if it is sitting on her lap, or that our radio is playing if she is touching it with her hand. But my sister will never know if the telephone is ringing or if someone is knocking at the door. She will never hear the garbage cans clanging around the street. I have a sister who sometimes cries at night when it is dark and there is no light in the hall. When I try plugging my ears in the dark, I cannot hear the clock ticking on the shelf or the television playing in the living room. I do not hear any cars moving out on the street. There is nothing. Then I wonder, is it the same? I have a sister who will never hear the branches scraping against the window of our room. She will not hear the sweet tones of the wind chimes I have hung up there. But when the storms come, my sister does not wake to the sudden rolling thunder or to the quick clap clap of the shutters and the wind. My little sister sleeps. I am the one who is afraid. This way. When my friends ask, I tell them I have a sister who watches television without turning on the sound. I have a sister who rocks her dolls without singing any tune. I have a sister who can talk with her fingers or in a hoarse, gentle voice. But sometimes she yells so loud our mother says the neighbors will complain. I stamp my foot to get my sister's attention or wave at her across the room. I come up beside her and put my hand on her arm. She can feel the stamping. She can feel the touching. She can glimpse my moving hand from the corner of her eye. But if I walk up behind her and call out her name, she cannot hear me. Well, that makes sense. She's deaf. I have a sister. My sister is deaf. That's it. That's the story. So we're going to find a longer story, but I thought I wanted to read this, and Jean Whitehouse Peterson has a younger sister who is deaf. She used to attend courses in communication with their mother and sister. She says people who are deaf or who grew up in families with deaf parents or brothers and sisters are important to me. I want to understand their very special culture, their world. Jean Peterson grew up in Spokane, Washington, and received a BA, that's a Bachelor's of Arts, a Bachelor of Arts, from Washington State University, and an MA, a Master's of Arts, from Columbia University in New York City. She is now teaching children's literature at the University of New Mexico, where she is working towards her PhD in American Studies. Deborah Ray was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and attended the Philadelphia College of Art, the Pennsylvania Academy of Fine Arts, the Albert C. Barnes Foundation, and the University of Pennsylvania. She has had numerous solo and group exhibitions of her work. She received the Philadelphia Art Directors Award for Design and Book Illustration, among other awards. Ms. Ray lives in Philadelphia. Well, thank you for that book. That's awesome. I would like to try and find a way to give away the books that we read. So I have Homer P. Fig. I have a sister. My sister is deaf. So if you say something down below that you would like these books, I will figure out a way to get them sent to you, the ones that I've read. And then the last one that we read, which was The Sign of the Beaver. All right, so let me know if you want those books, because we read them and now we have an audio reading of them, and I'm good. This is Dr. Annette Feravich, and thank you for joining me here in the reading room. I'm the teacher. If you join me live, thank you. If not, thanks for joining me later on, and I will be back here tomorrow at 8 a.m. with the Early Bird Classroom. I'm the teacher.